Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's called Two Pairs because my last channel got sued for some reason. I'm not sure why. Apparently the name was too close, but I don't know how half is close to one. So I'm just going full bore. Now we're two pairs. I went to Squamish a few days ago, Thursday, I guess. And it was super nice out. It was like the one really nice day. So actually the day before I bumped into my buddy Lee, who I haven't seen in a long time. He's like this older Chinese guy, such a wholesome dude. But he's so strong too. Like I notice whenever I climb with him, I actually get stronger because he climbs I think he climbs a little bit higher level than me. He's like 50. He's so crazy, so strong. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm looking for somebody to go up to Squamish with. I'm like, dude, let's go tomorrow. It's the only nice day. So we ended up going, and it was such a nice day. The hike in was so pretty. It was like lots of sunshine coming through, and I was like, it was an area that I'm super familiar with, but I was just like trying some new stuff because there's so much stuff up there. It's got like it's got one level of just like single pitch climbing on the lower level, so it's already up a mountain. Basically you gotta hike way up to get to it, but the lower level is like a shelf of just really fun like chill climbs, and then somebody built like a stairway around the other side so you can actually walk up, and there's a second floor of other single pitch climbs, but they're a lot harder. So we're kind of like working our way around the whole thing, and it was so fun. I basically climbed until my fingertips started to give out. It was the first climb of the season. So usually on granite, it's like quite a bit sharper. And a lot of other places in the world, you can climb for quite a bit longer. But before your fingers get at the skin, it's not even like, it's not your muscles, it's the skin on your fingers that starts to really give out. But the good thing about granite is that it's so solid. So like you can grab onto the smallest chip and put your whole weight on it, and even if it's a flake, it's not coming off. It's so sturdy. Whereas like I climbed in Utah once, and they use yeah, they have sandstone, and if it rains, basically if you grab onto something, it's so soft that it can actually break off the rocks. So you got to wait for it to dry up for it to be safe to climb on. But you can climb on that shit all day and like every day for like weeks and have no problem because it's just so smooth and non-abrasive. But granite, like within a couple hours, your fingers are like screaming unless they're really calloused. So you need to build up your calluses over a couple weeks to get on that stuff. But climbing was really good. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Taking the first fall of the season too was that was fun. It's like it falling outside. It was quite a clear fall, but it was pretty big. But yeah, jujitsu is good. I was kind of researching what would be the best style of jujitsu for my body shape and body type, and it turns out like butterfly guard is probably the best thing I can focus on. And I did notice because I was actually practicing butterfly guard my first day, and that was the one where I was like sweeping people. I was getting successful takedowns like 10 times out of 10 with my butterfly guard. So I think having long legs, and my legs are pretty freakishly long. So having that is like such an advantage. So like my ground game, my guard is going to be really good, I think. So I was focusing on butterfly guard, and with my dummy I was also looking up other stuff that I can go into from butterfly guard. I was looking at a lot of calf slicers. I kind of wanted to just be a troll and just focus only on calf slicers, like just different ways to get into them. But it's essentially it's like a move that's excruciatingly painful without damaging your opponent too much. You basically like get your knee in the joint, like here. I basically cross it in there and then lock their leg in, and then I bring their toe onto my hip, so their leg is just completely bent, and all I have to do is like just apply a little bit of hip pressure, and their calf gets squished so hard. You can see people's like in competition videos, their calf like forms to people's shins. So if you hold it too long, it can actually fuck up people's knees pretty bad. But usually people tap like immediately. It's one of those ones where it's just a pressure point that is just so excruciating. Like you're not gonna want to be in that. You're gonna want to be out as soon as you can. So Yeah, I'm focusing on calf slicers and butterfly guard in jiu-jitsu. And also like relaxing a lot more and slowing down my pace has been extremely useful. Still, like every time I go into class, I'm like one of the lightest guys, if not the lightest guy there. But there's a dude that I was rolling with, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna relax and use my weight against him. So I got into like side mount. He was trying to push me off as hard as he could. And you could see he was like breathing really heavily and panting, and I was just relaxed because I was just putting my dead weight on him. And instead of like trying to fight the position and use any energy, I was trying to use as little energy as possible. So actually, he was able to like push me, and then as I was in the air, I caught him in my full guard, and like so every time I'm exerting energy, I'm just going for something. So I was like, okay. So he pushed me, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit the floor, but before I hit the floor, I'm just gonna just like swing my legs up and then catch him in a full guard. So being in continuous dominant position and then getting, I think that's a downside about my body type is my torso is so short that my top pressure is gonna not be the greatest because I don't have a lot of weight there. So I'm just gonna like end up being a guard player, I think, which is basically like attacking off my back, going for submissions off my back, might be the best way to go. But yeah, that's jujitsu. Having so much fun with it still. My cat learned how to turn on his toy. He has like this little spinny toy thing. Just down here. Theo. Oh shit.